Good morning. Welcome to Deacon Jody Daily. Well, today is the day that we leave for Olathe, Kansas, and an opportunity to share in the joy of the first Holy Communion of our grandson, 8-year-old grandson, Aiden. So pray for us today as we travel by car for about, 10 or 12 hours. It's not a big travel, but it's good. Today's reflection, continuing in Acts. If you remember yesterday, Peter and John are walking towards the temple. They see somebody that was paralyzed from birth, and he's wanting alms. He's begging. And they tell him, "We don't have anything to give you except for this." And he cures him, raises him. And what happens after that is amazing. I heard one evangelist sharing. He says, "Yeah, what happened after that was they put it on their Facebook page that this guy, this beggar, put it on his Facebook page that he was cured, and he spread it out on X, and before you knew it, man, people were just flocking to the temple." Well, it didn't happen like that, but the word spread, and the people that went to the temple to see Peter and John and hear what happened and see the lame guy cured was amazing. And that begins the momentum of people coming towards the church. And what Peter tells them is, this Jesus that you gave up on has provided you with opportunity to fulfill the promise that was made to Abraham, that through his offspring would come the salvation of the world, and certainly that has happened through Jesus. So today you can meditate on the miracles done by the apostles after Jesus' resurrection, which brings us to the risen Lord, which is another account of him appearing to the apostles in Luke. What happens is the two disciples were heading to Emmaus. They encounter the Lord. They return back after seeing the Lord, encountering him in the bread, breaking of the bread, and then when they get there, they're telling the disciples and the apostles what happened, and Jesus shows up. And once again, Jesus tells them, "Look, I'm not a spirit or anything. I'm going to eat with you." And he eats with them, and they can touch his side. They can see his flesh and blood. And what he says to them is peace. Now, I never thought of it this way, but one of the writers that I read about this said, "Look, they say that when he appears, they are startled and terrified." And he says, "What do you think they were startled and terrified?" And he says, probably because they thought he was coming back to them because they abandoned him, and he was going to be mad at them, which is the opposite of what Jesus does. So I think Jesus is the master of surprises, and we see that today. So let us reflect on how different Jesus approaches us than the way we think he might approach us. And let us reflect today on how merciful he is in the light of justice, which is what we deserve, which would be that he would abandon us or something. And so in that way, we can then reach a point where we understand that we can't earn what he gives us. It's a gift. And that's what grace is. Grace is a gift. And because we can't earn it, we simply accept it. So I'm going to cut it short again today because we're leaving. I have to go do a lot of stuff to pack and get ready. And next time I talk to all of you, we should be from my daughter's house in Kansas. You have a wonderful day. Pray for me. I'll pray for you. God bless everybody.